I just heard the doorbell, which means it's delivery day. Wow, not even wrapped. Okay. Well, let's pick it up. All right, so the pro is that I got this Marantz pretty quickly. The downside is what you see is exactly how it was shipped. So if you're going to buy stuff online on many of the websites that are out there, make sure it's a reputable seller, which I'm not saying that this one is not, but it always makes me a little nervous when the box ships exactly the way it would be if you were to buy it from the store. Judging by the box, it doesn't seem to be too bad. I noticed a puncture here, a scuff here, but again, I don't know if those marks were already on the box. This is a reconditioned unit, or has been what they call reviewed by the seller. They said it was like new, so I mean, I'm excited about it. So we'll see what you think. Now, this is actually my second Marantz. I had the 5011 prior to this, and I just sold it last year before we moved. And I figured, I didn't know if I was ever going to do home theater again. I wanted to. All right, so right off the bat, I see some Amazon batteries here. I'd assume those are new, but they're in the slot that the batteries would go. You got your Odyssey mic. It's not very tightly packaged. Power cable and antenna. These speaker labels will come in really, really handy. The remote. Metal machine front right here. I believe that's aluminum. So the Marantz remote. I want to say there are some differences between this remote and the 5011 that I had. Of course, 5011 is like the entry level for back then. I don't even know how old that is now. This is the stand that comes with your microphone. As you can see, the directions are right there. I will not be utilizing this. We got the bubble wrap here because they don't have the rear. They do not have, I'm not sure how well you can see this. I can't really lift the box, but the rear styrofoam is not there. I'm gonna go ahead and this here. So I'm going to move this box and then I'm going to lift up the receiver so you all can see. I'm not supposed to lift anything over 5 pounds. This receiver is over 5 pounds. I don't even know how I'm going to get this out. Maybe if I straight arm it. Get you guys in there. Wow. That is an amazing looking piece of hardware. All right, let's talk about a couple things here. Hopefully, you all can hear me. I'm holding the microphone. So, the fit and finish of this Marantz is absolutely outstanding. I'm not talking about the fact that it's refurbished, just the sheer build quality. You have the engraved, different audio and video interfaces and technologies, which is very, very nice, from Dolby Atmos, DTS:X, Aura 3D, and it goes on and on from there. And you have the stickers on there still. I typically don't take stickers off, but I probably will in this one. But look at even the machining. Now, there's a little bit of dust on here. And just like with every Marantz, you've got your center display, which gives you basic information. You got your selector knob on the left, as well as your volume up and down knob on the right. And unlike the previous Marantz that I had, this one has a lot more to offer as far as interface with the front panel, as well as display capability, which is nice. If you don't want to see that, you can just close this, and even that hinge feels solid. That's nice. So moving along to the side, again, I'm showing you this because this is my first time seeing this as well. Again, I don't see any scratches on the top. Looking here, I don't see any scratches on the side. The inside looks pretty clean. So this almost looks new. I did notice something as I was taking it out of the box. While it was still in the box, I noticed this. Not real sure what that's about, but kind of a bummer, only because I do care about resale, and that's something I would have to disclose to the next owner if I choose to sell it, or sometimes when I see stuff like that, I just choose to keep it. So yeah, let's take a look at these inputs, and I want to start with the bottom. Look at that barrage of speaker inputs right there. So this is a 9.2 receiver, but if you have 2 channels that you can amplify externally, you can go all the way up to 11.2, which is very nice. You got multiple inputs, 7 of them if I'm not mistaken. That's a very nice receiver. So if you saw the other video, I just unboxed this monster, this Marantz 7013. It's not a new receiver, but it's new to me, and I'm really excited because I really think this is going to make a great addition to my home theater. So this is completely unscripted. That's kind of how I'm going to run my channel. I want my thoughts to be genuine. Of course, I'm going to think out some things for future videos, but Marantz, why Marantz? Well, for me, the first time I bought Marantz, it's because it was accessible. Around here in the Hampton Roads area, we don't have very many hi-fi stores, if that makes any sense. So getting a hold of something like this is possible, although there aren't a lot of sellers out here that carry as high-end stuff as the 7013. I mean, I've seen stores where they talk about the 7013 and they pick it up at Best Buy and all that good stuff. That's my wife getting off work. But anyway, the big thing about this receiver is it was only available online. I took the advantage of hearing Marantz in person probably back in 2000. Not real sure. Well, 2015-16, I believe I was in the Magnolia store in San Diego. That's what it was, San Diego, California. And I heard the Marantz in person. But in that store, they have Macintosh and they have a lot of high-end things. To the point where I was looking at Bowers and Wilkins speakers, and the guy that was there said, "Yeah, these speakers are about $12,500 a piece," and of course, those are not in my budget. So, why Marantz? Well, because it was in my budget. Could I have gone higher? Yes. Could I have gone with the 7015, the newest receiver? Yes. So I took a chance and went ahead and bought a refurbished model from eBay. I know a lot of people in the comments are going to roast me for that, but that's what I did. And this looks like a brand new unit, save the chips in the back, which I'm really not sure about. I don't even know if it's worth it to really talk to the seller about it, because I mean, I've seen these going for about $16.99, $1,700. There are some that were way over the sales price or MSRP, I thought. I saw them for about $2,500 still. I think once the newer receivers came out, these should be down in the $1,700 range. And I did save about $600, I think, by buying one that was already open. That being said, what if there's an issue? Where if there's a problem? Well, that kind of comes with the territory when you purchase things and dealing with home theater even. I know a lot of products that I've had in the past have done fine, and they've been open box. So I've been very fortunate to be purchasing things that are open box and not having a lot of issues. Other folks have had bad experiences with open box. I know that I've been in some forums and some people said that, why buy stuff on eBay? That's not a good idea. You won't get what you expect. And I really think with a lot of the protections that are out there, if you are willing to wait and can figure out the processes, then you won't get scammed as much on eBay if you pay attention. And if you do get scammed, there are ways where you can recoup some, if not all, of your money. So enough about that. That being said, the Marantz 7013 is something that I've been looking at. I want to do a 9.2 channel system. I'm going to go with the Klipsch THX certified speakers. And it's kind of a funny story how that happened. I had no intention of ever having those speakers. I used to dream about the Klipsch Ultra 2 system. It was $13,000 and way outside my price range. But I wanted to have a home theater. So I ended up buying some Klipsch RF7s, which I'm sure I'll show you in another video. I really, really enjoy the Klipsch speakers. I know they're not the best speakers out there. So instead of me spending a lot of money on Bowers and Wilkins or Martin Logan or something like that now, and buying Klipsch doesn't mean someday I won't change. I do have plans in this house that I just bought to put a third floor in here and have a dedicated theater, and I'm probably going to try to get something more high-end if that day ever comes, which I hope it does. So something like this, I figure could be good for the downstairs theater, 9.2 in the room I'm going to show you. But this theater, this family room is really what it is a place where we're going to have small children, we're going to have adults, we're going to have get-togethers here whenever COVID lets up. And I want something that could be good enough quality to where if I didn't go to the movies, I didn't feel like I was missing out. I will tell you, as you continue in the home theater quest, like, I don't enjoy going to Best Buy anymore. I think I said that earlier, but I don't enjoy going to Best Buy because there's nothing in there that wows me anymore. Outside of maybe some of the displays. When I switched to the Epson 5040 UB and I went from having a TV to having a projector, I wasn't really wowed by the TVs anymore because of their size. Even when you get into 85 inches, still not wowed by that when you have 130 plus in your theater. And the colors are just as good, and there's nothing like watching a movie on a projector. Again, the Marantz is going to be perfect for that. 9.2. They have some Origin speakers in the ceiling. My goal, and I'll explain as time goes on, and my son is behind the camera and he's panning around me. How's it going? But my goal with this system is to have 2 channels in the wall on either side of my fireplace, which I'll show you here soon. I'm going to upgrade the center channel above the fireplace. I can't have a center channel mounted in the fireplace. I'm trying to keep this footprint extremely small, as in no speakers on the floor. I want all the speakers in either the wall or the ceiling. After we do some of the Odyssey for the room correction, I'm really excited to see what results are yielded. And, oh, by the way, between now and then, there is the whole process of trying to install these speakers, because this is a 2-story home And this is the bottom floor, which is going to require cutting the ceiling and cutting the drywall and the walls and all that stuff. And I'm going to try to document that as much as I can.